Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This video is for Alan at the Static Traveler. He has an all-new non-vinyl tag, which I thought was an ingenious idea. I saw a few people on the VC post a video for this and help me to discover Alan's channel, and I thought I would jump on board. So I need to get my glasses here. He's got 10 questions for this vinyl tag, or not non-vinyl tag, as I should say. First one is show a mini album replica format CD or one with unusual packaging. Well, it's not really a what you would call a replica of a small album, but it is a mini CD. And it looks like, ooh, if I can get it out. Looks like this, and it's Les Paul and Mary Ford, guitar, jazz, pop music from the 40s and 50s. Les Paul, the great guitarist. This has probably their 4 best songs: How High the Moon, The World is Waiting for the Sunrise, Mockingbird Hill, and Vaya con Dios. My dad was a big fan of Les Paul and Mary Ford. I guess when he was at Fort Bragg in the military, they would play every morning, The World is Waiting for the Sunrise. So he's always been a fan. And the weird thing about this is you have to put it in something like this to be able to play it in your CD player. So I thought that was kind of unusual. And then I had one that's almost like a book, Tom Waits' Bad as Me, that's, you know, got the CD in here, but then it's got a little book with the lyrics and stuff, but can't just put it in with the rest of your CDs because it's too tall, but I thought that was an interesting one. Next he has show a music book you have returned to often. And one I have returned to often is The Heart of Rock and Soul, which you can tell because it's falling apart here. But it's written by the great rock critic Dave Marsh. He was also co-editor of Rolling Stone for a while, wrote Born to Run about Bruce Springsteen. But really great rock critic. He picks the 1,001 greatest singles ever made. And if you're wondering what he picked as number 1, it's I Heard It Through the Grapevine by Marvin Gaye. Number 2, Johnny B. Good, Chuck Berry. 3, Papa's Got a Brand New Bag, James Brown. 4, Reach Out, I'll Be There by the Four Tops. And 5, You've Lost That Loving Feeling from the Righteous Brothers. But anyways, it's a great read. A lot of information on the records being made and the artists. Really good reference material, I think. And next, he wants us to show 3 releases linked to by the same artist from 3 different decades. Well, actually, I'm going to go 4 different decades. I'm going to go the great pop artist Paul Heaton, who started out with a band called the House Martins, which incorporated a lot of ska into their music. Wonderful music too, and their Paul Heaton is right there with the band. And this was in 1987. This one came out. This was their second one. They only had 2 releases. Next, he went to help form a group called The Beautiful South, which incorporated a lot of sarcasm in the lyrics, and a lot of times he would trade verses with another female artist that I can't think of her name right offhand. But this one came out in 1996. Blue as the Color. Actually, my favorite Beautiful South ones are the first 2 that they did, but this was also entertaining. Great pop music. And next I have from 2006, he went solo. It's Paul Heaton and the album The Cross-Eyed Rambler. He used a little country influence as well on this. There's a great song called Everything is Everything that everyone needs to hear. Great pop music by Paul Heaton. And then I'm going to show in 2014 he did an album, Paul Heaton and Jackie Abbott. They did more than one together. They've done several. And she was in the Beautiful South for a period of time, toward the end of the group. But another great one. So that's the 4 for Paul Heaton. Next is show a box set you own with the most CDs. I have 2 box sets that have 12 CDs. One's the great country artist Lefty Frizzell, and this is by Bear Family out of Germany, who made some great booklet about. Also tells about all the recording sessions, who was playing on them, and they come in like this, CD boxes like this, and they'll have 3 CDs to a 1. That's 12 CDs for Lefty Frizzell, a great country singer. If you like Merle Haggard, you can see where he got a lot of his phrasing and stuff from. It's from Lefty Frizzell. You know, if you got the money, I've got the time. Saginaw, Michigan, a couple of his biggest hits. And also, great country artist, big in country swing. And that's Hank Thompson. Also has 12 CDs in the Brazos Valley Boys. The great guitarist Merle Travis played in his band for a while. It's the same kind of thing with these, with the 3 CDs in a thing. Great hardcover book. And Wild Side of Life was probably his biggest song that Kitty Wells did a answer song to. And also A Six Pack to Go, many others, but Hank Thompson, great country artist, especially if you like the country swing. Next is show a music magazine or magazine-produced publication. I've taken quite a few magazines over the years. Most famous probably is Rolling Stone. This one has Metallica on the cover. Another U.S. one that was kind of famous was Cream. This has the Police on the cover. This was from 1981, actually. This one's from. Kind of they did a lot of Americana and things like that. It was a magazine called Paste, which Air of Bowie of Montreal. Then I had No Depression, also kind of an alt-country magazine. Billy Joe Shaver, who passed away last year, on the cover here. So I have the Mojo magazine out of Britain. Nora Jones on the cover here. Discoveries, which was kind of like Gold Mine, which I couldn't find a gold mine, but it's all about record collecting. This is how you used to have to be able to try to find records for the internet. Magazines like this. And last one I'm going to show Uncut, which Uncut and Mojo a lot of times came with CDs, so they were a little more expensive. It's David Bowie on the cover, but those are my music magazines. Next is show a non-music CD or cassette. So I picked out 75 spectacular sound effects. So if you want to hear a tugboat whistle or a bulldozer or a diesel train, this is your CD. But I don't know if you could count this as noise music, either noise genre or not, but 75 sound effects. That's my non-music CD. What's next here? Let's see. Show an album that you have not played in over 2 years. So I picked out this one here, The Kings of Leon. Slow Night, So Long. I'm not even sure what the hit was on here, and I haven't played it in so long, so I could not tell you one thing about it. I guess I need to play this one because I do not know much about it. Kings of Leon. Next, show a music-related DVD you would recommend. I have a couple here. This is The Who live at the Isle of Wight Festival in 1970. The Heart of Their Powers with Keith Moon going crazy on the drums. That's to be seen to be believed. And they play the whole of Tommy at this show. But wonderful DVD of The Who. And also one of my favorite guitarists, and that's live from Austin, Richard Thompson. You see it, track listing on there. Great set by Richard, and like I said, one of my favorite guitarists. Next one. Show an album which was a disappointment. And that was going to have to be the Los Lobos, Colossal Head. They were known as, incorporating rock with Tex-Mex and Spanish influences, and this was a totally different direction for them, and it was a direction that I didn't really care for, and an album I haven't really gone back to in a long time. It could be more than the 2-year one too. I might have to listen to it again, see if I've changed my mind, but I know that I was very disappointed and did not get into it when I bought it. So that's Los Lobos. And he's got one more question on here. Show an album with a poor cover and or an album you would never play in front of your parents or your children. I don't have any children, but if I did, I would definitely not play this one. I would not play it for my parents as well. And that's Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, Murder Ballads. You can see it has that parental advisory on there, especially on the song Stagger Lee, which uses more cuss words than maybe I've ever heard in a song. But it's a wonderful album, but I would never play it for my parents, and I would never play it for kids if I had any. So those are my picks, and thank you, Alan, for providing this venue for a vinyl tag or non-vinyl tag, and hope everyone's doing well. Thank you.